here at Aztec Lanes in the San Diego State Union Student Center for the Scratch Division title match of today's JBT event. And Zach Long is putting on a clinic in the title match right now. That is front six for him, with the last couple of them at least being very, very pure. And front one is a good shot right now because they are brutal as they tend to get here by the end of the day at Aztec. Not a lot of volume left. Zach has done a great job of taking some hand out of it, but this match is far from over because top seed Kyle Gilbert has the front three strikes before spares in the fourth and fifth. So he's very much in this as a little wiggling 10-pin in the sixth. A lot can change later on. But Long has looked great in this stepladder with wins over Garrett Lee and Matt Chestnut to get this far. However, Gilbert's looked great most of the day. He was your qualifying leader today at plus 126. Held on to that top seed despite a not very good game 7 and 8. Oh, and that's a bad miss of that 10-pin right there. Can't be giving away extra frames at this point. See if he can rebound on the second.
Wipe it up. Just ask him for a towel today.
So spare in the seventh there for Kyle, and more importantly right now, here is Long on front six.
Looks good.
Oh! Zach's mom is watching via FaceTime right now, and her face is about 3 inches from my camera and about 4 inches from the giant zit on my nose. She just went, seriously? That's a pretty good reaction. That was a nice looking shot, that 4.9 right there.
Leave the zit alone.
I can't. It's enormous. Her nose is already big. It's like a headlight up. Well, 178 through 7 means that Gilbert now trails by 33. A lot of time left in 3 frames. I liked Zach's look a lot at the start of practice of the first match, as he's been able to back the hand out of it. Neither bowler has a ton of hand to begin with, and that's been advantageous today. Some days that's disadvantageous, some days it's in their favor. Today it was. Now all of a sudden a little squeeze.
Come on, Zach,
does anybody notice anything else weird about Zach's score? Look what Zach has in the first.
That is weird.
No, Zach, you do not have 34 in the first, no matter how much nice things you say about me. I will not let you keep your 34 in the first. That happens when you erase frames sometimes on this system. Good job covering the 610. Been around a time or two around here. The first
how
time
do you get 34?
when you erase frames on this system, it's just a little glitch where it'll give you a weird extra count. Like that. The first time we saw it, we all stopped and took pictures of it and said this is the craziest thing we ever saw. Well, Gilbert, after that hot start, unable to get back in the 1-3. He can spare this up and strike out for 223. That would make Zach mark in both the 9th and 10th. So still not done. Kyle finished second in the Scratch Division at Victor Bowl last year. That's as close as he's come to winning since. Good job at the 3-6. much more playable early on today than they'd been in previous years here. We had a super low cut here last year. Not low at all today, a 14 down in scratch and a 30 up in handicap, so nothing that, but it's just not a very heavy volume here, and with 8 on a pair, it's heads get roasty. But Kyle sees drier than this in college all the time, so that's a good ball. He's keeping him alive. Not surprised to see Kyle as a type seed or any bowler with college experience do well today, because they get much roastier than this in college. Kyle was showing me over in practice how he'll go over left 6th and 7th arrow and loft the cap, and that's very, very common in college.
Ironically enough, look at their total scores are the exact same on each lane.
Wow, check that out. It keeps a running tab of all the total since we turned it on, and they're tied at 1,727 pins. Long is not tied right now. He just needs to fill frames to capture his 5th career title.
Get in there.
That is not going to be a filled frame. Drama. Two out for long, and the lead shrinks to now 17 pins, but Gilbert lurking with that strike in the 9th. Here comes Long in the 10th. Over in the handicap division, Kara Teflin wins that first round. She'll play Cyrus in the semifinal, finishing in 4th in handicap, Joshua Abagania.
Cover it up.
Oh, a brilliant front 6, and the back half has been a struggle. 8 out, 8 spare, 7-2, and now there's not even a spare on the lane, but contending with a choppable and slide-buyable 3-6 here. If he misses this, Kyle will only need the first hit to win. And no matter what happens, Gilbert can no longer be shut out. Boy, it's his turn. Watch the chop. Woo!
Whoa. That made my heart stop.
Shows you just how much hook is on the back end there. Is he fluffed that on purpose, and it still ran almost right by the 3-pin. Fill ball very important here. Zach strikes for 220. Gilbert's got 223 with 3 in the 10th. Alright, Sarah, show the higher seat.
Zach finished with a 218. You're welcome. Kyle's got a 163 and an 80 and a strike in the net.
Boy, he had a second chance, but not to be. Just couldn't refine that look. This is going to be a frustrating one for Kyle. Well, he's been so good all day long. And it's going to have to be runner-up. And Zach Long, second title in the last couple months. He was a winner at Wildfire in January, and wins here in San Diego. And the beautiful student union of SDSU, by the way. Big thanks to JBT champ Jamie Spector and her crew for having us. 203 would have won in a lot of matches here late in the day as the lanes got squirrely. Not quite enough this time. Handicap division title match coming up a little later. They're just beginning their semifinals. Make sure to watch part 2 for that, and a recap of girls scratch in 17.
You're welcome.
Quiet, lady. Nicely done by two of the nicest guys on tour. We'll be back for a handicap.